there's an issue with the hiding aspect of it. It's not going to work forever. Hello, welcome to Stabby's Indie Connection, episode 2. In this episode, I'm going to review the 7-issue series Zinnober. It's put out by Scout Comics and written by Thorsten Brochhaus and Ralf Singh, with art by Ralf Singh. Zinnober is a story it's a post-apocalyptic story where dragons have kind of taken over the world. There's different sizes of dragons, but basically each continent has like a singular large dragon that kind of rules over it, and there's a bunch of minions and whatnot that go to them. So there's a couple of groups of people. So one group that kind of worship the dragons, and another group that kind of hide away from the dragons, and in some senses try to kill the dragons. Now, I'm trying not to give too much away, but there's an issue with the hiding aspect of it. It's not going to work forever, so they've got to do something else. And part of the story is them trying to do something else. Basically, it tells a tale of James and Claire and how they are going through this post-apocalyptic world, and a little bit about their history and things that they've done, and where kind of alluding to where they're going. It's a great story. I really enjoyed it. It leaves you with a lot of questions. So, there's more that can be done with it, which I like. But yeah, it's a good first round of issues for this storyline. Now, as far as, so again, if you missed my first video, I rate these independent runs on 3 categories. Story being the first, art, and then an overall rating. So Zinnober, the story, I'm going to give it 5 out of 6 Infinity Stones. It's a good story. I really liked it. The only reason it's not getting a 6 is because there are some editing issues. There's some weird contraction use or contraction not use. So in a few areas it was kind of difficult to read, but I mean, very, very minor. But, I want to keep that 6 as something to strive for. So it's going to get a 5 this time. Art's incredible. The art throughout is absolutely incredible. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, just look at some of these covers here. I mean, that is just fantastic. Gorgeous. And this one here is the variant cover for issue number 1. It's gorgeous as well. I know there's some glare issues, but it's awesome art throughout. So for the art, I am going to give that a 5 out of 6 as well. Why not a 6? When I'm saying it's excellent throughout, basically some of the storyboarding I felt could have been a little more dynamic, especially when the dragons were involved. I just think there could have been a little more dynamic layouts to the pages, but really great art throughout. Either way, overall, I mean, it's just terrific stuff. So, again, that's 6. I want it to be somewhat perfect. So 5 out of 6 for the art. Overall, like I said, it's a great read. It's not a difficult read. It's fun. It's interesting. It's exciting. It leaves you with a lot of questions and it leaves you wanting more. So from that perspective, I don't have a lot to complain about with the overall combination of everything. So for overall, I'm going to say this is an absolute must read, especially if you like dragons. I'm giving it a 6 out of 6 Infinity Stones overall. Yeah, I mean, I know it's story and art are both 5. How do I give it a 6 overall? Because I think it's a you shouldn't miss this one. You should absolutely read this, and it's fun. I believe that the trade just came out, or is just about to come out, that I believe has all of the issues, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. So yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed this run, and I think that everyone would enjoy it, especially if you really like dragons. I do like dragons, so maybe I'm a little biased, but yeah, this is Stabby's Indie Corner, or Indie Connection, so I get to decide, right? Yeah, so like I said, it leaves you with a lot of questions. There's a lot of stuff going on that you're like, ooh, what's going on here? You can't just leave me like that. I talked with Ralf, so here's a little insider information. I hope I can share it. I talked with Ralf, and there is going to be a continuation for this. There is also another book that is going to be a epilogue, prelogue, something like that, that is going to come out associated with New York Comic Con. So be on the lookout for that. And he said that's going to answer some questions as well. So more to come with Zinnober, which is exciting. Again, I just absolutely love the art and the story. And I gave it a 6 out of 6 overall. It's a must read. So pick it up. Pick it up. Yeah, so that's it for this Stabby's Indie Connection. If you have books you want me to review, you've got Kickstarters going on, or Indiegogo campaigns going on you want me to kind of preview, or you want to interview about, all things indie. If there's something you want to know about, let me know. I'll do the research, and I'll give you my 2 cents for whatever it's worth. All right. Have a great day. Have fun. Stay cool. Be good to each other. I'm out of here.